The first thing I remember about Maeser is probably lunch on the first day, because that was the first time I really got to meet the people that I would end up spending so many years with.
I didn't know anybody here, so I was eating lunch outside on the lunch tables alone, and Mikey Roberts and Connor Brown came up to me and just started cracking jokes and invited me to sit with them the next day.
I think it was either lunch or it was like an orientation on the first day of school, and we all piled in the lunchroom, and the only people I knew was, I knew Cody, kind of, not really, I kind of knew Ethan, and I really knew Hunter Anderton, and I sat next to Hunter. He started introducing me to a bunch of people we just met, and then that eventually became a large part of our friend group. That's like one of my first memories of sitting down and just seeing everyone else there, just saying hi to people and meeting people.
I met Emma Hailstone, Amla Day, Paige Clark, and Emily Anderson, I think, and Adam Perry. And it really meant a lot to me, and I've remembered it all this time.
First thing I remember about Maeser, my brother went here. The first day I remember seeing Cody Wilkins and Ethan Linsky sitting eating waffles with their big fan club of like people from their school, and I was like, wow, I am not gonna be popular here. And then I tried to eat lunch with my brother, and he was like, you're weird. And so it was tough, but it was good.
A lot of the people, at least 7th grade, seemed like they all knew each other because they knew each other from other schools, and I just felt like really out of place because I didn't know anyone other than my brother, but I don't feel like that anymore.
I remember walking into the halls. It was super crowded. There was lots and lots of people, and I was like super duper shy. I found friends pretty fast, but I felt just super awkward.
I remember first day I came was my 8th grade year. I was afraid I was gonna have no friends because I used to be super shy. But now I do. So I'm glad that wasn't how it worked out.
In the gym and just kind of like looking around, like being like, well, these are the people I'm gonna be with for like 6 years.
Not being able to do a walk and then like having a random senior be like, it's really easy, just go like this, and I'm like, I don't know what that means.
So a very nice high schooler helped me with my locker because I had trouble opening it.
I had the hardest time opening my locker. I could not figure it out for the life of me.
A few kids reached out to me, invited me to like one of their friends' surprise birthday parties, which was really fun. That was like the first time I was like, oh wow, I'm Maeser, I'm included.
The time my brother brought a chicken to school for a Chinese project, and it was about the Chinese zodiac. He asked the teacher if he could bring our chicken, and the teacher said yes, because she didn't think he would actually do it. I wrote about it in my last lecture. It was when we were eating lunch and Maddie Fairbanks accidentally brought a bag of groceries.
So I came here in 7th grade with Connor and Joelle, and especially in 7th grade, they were both like super crazy people. So I'm pretty sure I walked in the door and like got hit by Connor, like running into me at full force because he was so excited that we were finally going to Maeser together.
Oh, I remember like Truman Corrigan, and I thought he was like super cute, and we were like kind of friends. And then again, like I said, boys. Then it went downhill, but I remember being friends with him.
Punching Emmy in the face, actually. Love her to death. She's one of my best friends, but that's one of the first things I remember is like meeting her, hitting her in the nose. Now we're best friends. So we were playing with like paper puppets, you know? Like we used to make like these big paper puppet doll things, and I was not being very careful, and I was playing with the hands and punched her in the face. So it wasn't like malicious, it happened.
Miz. I remember not a whole lot of details, but I remember just this incredibly wacky and crazy and smart person just kind of being like, well, you know, this is a class, but it's not a class. It's your kind of family now, and all these crazy stories she would tell, and I just remember feeling very much, Maeser is very much like a home at this point. It's very hard not to be here and be among those teachers that I've built relationships with.